When it comes to topics related to the Middle East, opinions vary widely and emotions run deep. But I think there's one thing that almost everyone can agree on. The food is delicious. Hello, and welcome to Mideast Journal. I'm Mimi Gergis. We're doing things a little differently in today's program. You'll notice that we're in our cooking set here at the studio. And while many of us like to eat Middle Eastern food, we might be a little intimidated about actually cooking it. Well, it's really not that hard. And to prove it, I've invited two chefs from area restaurants to come and cook for us. In the first segment, Lebanese Taverna will cook some hummus and stuffed veggies. And then Tigris, an Iraqi restaurant, will take care of the meat and show us how to make shish kebabs and chicken tikka kebabs. You're watching Mideast Journal. We're profiling delicious and healthy food from the Middle East today. Lebanese Taverna has 6 locations in the Washington and Baltimore areas. It was started by the Abi Nejm family 30 years ago. The family escaped from the Lebanese Civil War on a cargo ship and began their new life in Arlington, Virginia. Gladys Abi Nejm is joining us today, as is the executive chef of Lebanese Taverna, Mohammed Abdallah. Welcome to you guys both. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Before we start with the actual food, I want you to continue a little bit with the story. You guys fled the Lebanese Civil War. There's a lot of violence going on in that country. And you started, your parents just owned a little pizza shop. So
Pizza shop that was called Athenian Taverna, and at the time we didn't have any money to change the whole sign. So they scratched out Athenian and added Lebanese to it, because Taverna is really a Greek name. It's not a Lebanese name. So
but it was just pizzas and subs.
Pizzas and subs, self-service, menus on the board, you know, checkered table. There wasn't even tablecloth, orange top table for Micah, really run down.
But then how did you guys get from that to full-on Lebanese food?
We had all these Lebanese, American customers that would come and would ask, what do you eat in your country? They'd never even heard of Lebanon at the time. And actually, the first dish we're going to make today is hummus. And hummus was the first, the customer that was there, my dad prepared hummus for him. And he loved it so much, he's like, well, you should add this to your menu. And every day, my dad and mom would make him a different special. And eventually, you know, we took off all the subs and the raviolis and started adding Lebanese food.
But your family wasn't even restaurateurs in Lebanon.
No. It's, we were 5 siblings and my parents, and when they opened the restaurant, my dad wanted to contain all his children because, you know, no babysitters, no one to take care of them. So it was a way to employ us, cheap labor, and keep an eye on us. So it wasn't, and my parents had passion for food. They always liked cooking. They were doing it out of the house before we opened the restaurant, a little bit here and there just to make ends meet. And they liked it so much that they thought, you know, they'd open a restaurant.
Okay, well, let's get to the food.
Okay.
The famous hummus.
We're going to make
Mohammed,
hummus.
you're going to show us how to do this.
Yeah, first we're going to make hummus. It's made from chickpeas, tahini, garlic, lemon juice, and salt.
Okay. And you typically take the hummus dry. You don't.
We use
you
dry
don't take the chickpeas.
We soak it overnight.
Okay.
And the next day we rinse it very well, and then we add baking soda to it and cold water, and we cook it for about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Till it gets real soft like that.
Okay, now,
That's
but what if
supposed to be.
we don't want to do that? Can we get a can of chickpeas
You can
and
get
open
the
it?
can, but still you have to rinse it very well and cook it again.
Yeah,
you do cook it?
You
Yes.
still cook it to get that consistency. People
Okay.
talk about our hummus, how smooth it is, and the texture is great. It's because of how mushy the chickpea is.
Okay.
And hummus, it's worldwide known. It's great in it's low in cholesterol, low in fat, and high
Protein.
in vitamins and protein. It's vegan, it's vegetarian, and it's gluten-free. You don't have to really eat it with the pita bread. You can just dip rice chips or vegetables in it. And now
Rice
little kids
crackers
just come
or-
in and order, I want some hummus. They can barely say it, but then you know, they're loving it.
Okay, so what do we do once we've soaked it and we've got it like that?
After we soak it, we cook it. We add baking soda and we cook it very well till it get mushy like that, and then we let it cool down.
Okay, so it's cool now.
Yeah.
I think Mimi's going to get in there and whip it up.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
You just have to dump
You
it
can
all
give me
in
things
there.
that I can't mess up, and then I'll be happy to cook
This
with
is
you.
the one. Just put it in.
Okay, if you want, get me some garlic, please.
Okay,
Just one of them should be fine.
okay.
Just one glove garlic.
You
and
can add as
salt.
much garlic as you want. A lot of people like
This
it more
salt.
garlicky.
Sea salt, yes.
Okay. And what is tahini? What?
Tahini, it's made from sesame seeds paste.
Okay.
That's tahini.
But you buy that ready-made.
Yeah, it's
Ready.
already pre-made, yeah.
It's widely, you can get it everywhere now. And it's a sesame that's ground up to peanut butter-like paste. And, you know, it lasts forever. I mean, you can keep it at least a year. But it always separates, so before you use it, you have to make sure you have to stir in the oils like peanut butter does
Right.
before you use
We
it.
got the chickpeas, garlic, salt, and now tahini. There is a recipe in there tell you exactly how much you want to use.
Okay. And we'll put that on our website so people can
And
go.
lemon juice also.
We need the lemon juice. And this is fresh.
This
Yes,
fresh
always
squeezed lemon
fresh.
juice.
Should I put the whole thing?
That's enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Your lips are gonna pucker. But we have 6 restaurants, but we have 11 locations.
Oh,
We
11.
have 4 cafes. It's a self-service upscale cafes, and we have our market, which we have cooking classes and prepared foods that you buy and wait.
Okay.
So there's 11 total locations. Even in Baltimore, we made it out all the way to Baltimore.
Make sure you
That's
clean
great.
this side so it can be mixed very well. Oops.
So this is pretty,
It's simple.
very simple.
It's very simple.
And it's very inexpensive to make. Hummus
right.
is probably the poor man's meal because you get your protein and it's good for you. It's healthy.
And people eat it a lot in Lebanon then.
Oh yeah, it's probably in every table. You know, one of the mezas. As is like tabbouleh and kibbeh, it's always
Okay.
present.
Now,
Okay.
if you want to taste it, you can get a fork.
Okay.
There we go. And
So just,
Go ahead, taste it.
you can change the
Okay.
consistency by
Yeah,
adding
you
what,
can make it softer or you can make it thicker.
thicker by adding lemon or
How's
water.
tahini,
Or
salt, lemon.
no,
good?
it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect and very smooth.
very
You're
smooth
right about
because
that.
the mushiness of the chickpeas.
Because you cook the chickpeas.
Chickpeas,
Okay. That's great.
He's gonna plate it for you to see how
Going to plate it
different.
now.
That's-
And Mohammed, how long have you been cooking?
I've been cooking since January '88.
Okay.
Yeah, and I start at Athens, Georgia, at a Lebanese restaurant before I came to Virginia. And I've been with the Lebanese Taverna since December '89.
Okay. But how did you get into cooking to begin with?
I
'Cause
learned from Gladys' mother and father. I work
and
with
brother.
them and brothers.
My parents taught my brothers, and my brothers taught the chefs, and they crossed over.
And you're a pretty good chef yourself.
Not really. I married a
some
French
parsley.
chef. That's who cooks in the house. I can't get the oil open to pour over. Well, you're supposed to pour some olive oil on top of the hummus.
Yeah.
Here, no, it's not open.
Yeah, you have to cut it from here.
Oh, okay.
And the tahini, the oil,
Right.
everything you can find at our market. We sell all the stuff there.
Parsley
Okay.
and paprika.
Very nice.
You can do some paprika with some color.
For decoration.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's
it.
hummus.
That's
hummus.
hummus.
That's it.
Now you gotta taste it.
I gotta taste it.
And always use extra virgin olive oil
Okay.
with the hummus.
I couldn't get it open.
You cannot
It's
get
okay.
it?
That's okay.
fine.
Okay, that's fine. We'll put it later.
Let's start with the veggies,
With the
shall we?
stuffed zucchini, sure.
Because I want to see how easy this could be a little intimidating because there's coring involved and there's you're doing it with ground beef.
We're doing it with ground beef or lamb, or you can mix them together.
Ground beef and ground lamb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. First, that's the zucchini.